we're back, and we've got one of my great friends with me. It's just like old times.
It is.
Yes, and this is Mr. Wane Hailes. He is the chief editor and all that kind of good stuff at the Courier Eco Latino, right?
Yes, the BMW, just a black man working.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Just a black man working. Mm-hmm. But it's called the Courier Eco Latino.
Courier Eco Latino. We are the only bilingual newspaper in the Tri-City, and today actually celebrates our 8-year anniversary. So we've been publishing for 8 years, where people thought we'd only do 2 weeks. And then nothing but the Lord.
Nothing but the Lord. 8 years.
8 years.
What's kept you there for 8 years?
You know, truthfully, I can honestly say it was a leap of faith, and it was no one but the Lord, because, and I don't know if you know, my degree was in recreation administration.
Wow.
Okay. Now I did nothing in English, grammar, computer, layout, design, anything there. I knew nothing when I started the paper. I just knew that there was something else needed in the community. Newspaper that would talk about the issues and really introduce new small business to the community. So I just said, well, I can do it. Did not, to this day, don't speak Spanish. Didn't speak Spanish.
That's what I'm saying. You own a Latino
Spanish newspaper.
Spanish newspaper, and you speak no Spanish. But Habla español in there?
See, que pasa? Yeah, como se llama? That's about it.
What does that mean?
What is your name? My name is como se llama. Something about my name. Como se llama?
Your name?
Me llamo Alfredo. E2? I know that. Que pasa is what's happening. I know some other words, but you can't talk with. Well, this is online. I could say that, but people think I'm a preacher, so I won't.
Okay.
I know all the curse words. No,
okay. You know those words.
Yeah.
So, but you've been in business for 8 years.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, truthfully, without any experience in newspaper, I just said I could do it. And, you know, telling my age, I didn't start till I was 50. So you cannot, anybody says you can't teach an old dog a new trick, that's a lie. Mm-hmm. I'm an old dog.
You're old dog.
And so, truthfully, and I don't play with this, I didn't even know how to use an email. I didn't know how to turn on a computer 8 years ago. And,
wow.
And so now, I'm telling you.
So what made you just go ahead and say, I'm going to run a newspaper?
Well,
what was the turning point?
The deal was, my brother passed away September of 2004, and we were at the funeral, and my youngest brother, so my oldest brother passed, and my youngest brother, man, you know, Ricky always wants to have a family business. Well, I was working at that time. I'd worked with the Ledger Inquirer just doing sales, and I was working with the Columbus Times newspaper, the other African American newspaper there. And so when I went back, I said, well, look, I need to write a book. So I wrote the book first. I wasn't going to do a newspaper. I was going to do a magazine. Then I was going to do a book. No. Take it back. I was going to do a magazine, a book, and then a newspaper. But then it just happened that I did the book, and then I just said, you know, I just got to do it. I had no money. I cashed in my 401k.
No money.
I did not go to a bank. To this day, I've never been to a bank, never borrowed money. I'm telling you, it's been a blessing. I can tell you so many stories. People don't understand. When you find your purpose, you find your paycheck. And I'm telling you, people don't understand. You got the key in your pocket. God has given you a key for your life. You just got to figure out what door it opens. Mm-hmm. So I found my passion. I found the door, found my passion. And, you know, people think that, some people think I'm a minister, and I'm not. I've broken too many of the commandments. Well, I've fractured a few commandments. I ain't broken any, but I don't think people want me up in the pulpit, you know. But I'm telling you, it's been a faith walk all the way, and I'm just here to tell you that you can do it.
Were there days when you felt like, hey, I'm out of my league, I shouldn't do this?
No, but they've been trying to. I'll tell you what, I can tell you a story that I wrote about in my current paper. 6 years ago, I got a call. I was on my way down to pick up the paper, and these type of things have happened, but it sort of strengthened me. This is a true story. I was on my way down to pick up my paper, and I noticed I had a call on my phone, voicemail. I listened to a voicemail riding down open license when they print my paper. And the voicemail said, Mr. Hailes, you owe us $28,000. If you don't bring a check down here for $28,000, there's no need you come and pick up your paper. And I'm coming down to pick up my paper on a Thursday when I deliver my paper. I'm like, oh, man. So I'm scared to death. You know, I'm like, oh, man, what am I going to do? So I turned the van around, going back to my office, but I parked in the Burger King parking lot. And I sat there, and I had a friend from college that sent me a book of like weapons of warfare, and it had different prayers in it. And the prayers were, you got blanks where you put in whatever. So one of it says, Lord, it was about the favor of God. Lord, grant me favor. And the lines, the blanks were like, I need favor for this, and I need this person to do this. So I just filled in the blank. And so then I turned the van around, came on back to Opelika, sat in the parking lot. And I said, Lord, look, this is my prayer. And I said, Lord, I don't know what you're going to do, but I need to walk out of here with my new thing. I said, now you need to go in here before me, but when I leave here, I'm going to have this paper. Well, I want to have the paper.
You wanted to have
Let me
the
tell you,
paper.
I walked in and I went to the desk and I asked for the receptionist, the man's secretary. She came out, the administrative assistant. And I told her what I needed. I said, look, I need to see your boss and see about getting my papers. I said, I don't have any money. She said, well, I don't know if he's going to see you, but I don't know if it's going to work, but you can see him. I walked in his office, I sat down, and I said, Jim, you've been with me since I've been with you, and you've been printing my paper since 2005, and I always paid my bill. He said, Wayne, you're absolutely right. Your paper's sitting on the dock. And he said, when you make out the arrangements of what you pay, whatever arrangements you make out with my secretary, I'll honor it. And he said, when you get finished, go get your paper. I'm telling you.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you. From that day, I knew this is what I was supposed to do. And it's happened before. It's happened, more.
Time again.
And I'm at to the point now where it's like, I don't even worry about it. And when I start to worry, I say, I've been here before.
Oh.
And I keep it moving.
I've been here before.
I've been here before. You pray, don't worry. If you're going to worry, don't pray. I'm telling you right now. I don't mess around. I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about money. I don't worry about nothing. I let it go. He's got it.
He's got it.
He's my source. I didn't know to come here to preach, but
no, that's okay. That's okay.
But the bottom line is
somebody out there needs to hear it.
But I'm telling you, if you got a dream, and if it is truly your dream, then you got to go for it. And it doesn't matter if somebody else is somebody's always gonna try to copy.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. Here's another true story. I've had 3 Hispanic folks come to Columbus, Georgia, to try to start a Hispanic paper. They tell me, no, we got Wayne. And I don't speak I'm talking Hispanic people who speak the language. They said, no, we got Wayne. And so if what God has for you, He's got for you. And that's why I've been there for 8 years.
But you are a preacher's kid.
I am a PK. So yeah, but don't believe all the rumors about PK.
But you did write a book.
I did.
A View from a Pew.
Right. That's from a pew, because I'm not in the pulpit.
Okay.
You don't want me in the pulpit. That's it. But the book is A View from a Pew, is a compilation of my articles that I've written over the years. And have you seen the book?
I have.
Yeah. So I'll give it some samples. Like Easter's coming up, so I got.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Easter.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that you have, some tips for our ushers, the pastor of the church.
First of all, the women, big hats to the back, please. Okay. But we at church, we need to see the pastor and the choir. We don't need to see no big old hat sitting up there. So sit in the back. Even the preacher's wives, y'all the worst, coming with the biggest hat, trying to be the flashiest and prettiest. Just sit in the back. And mothers, take care of your children, because custodians don't need to see them little green papers and all them little tea foil all over trying to clean up the church, and you can't get them out the pew.
Yeah, keep the Easter baskets at home.
And then, just control your children. That's, and the singing, And then also, for the Easter program, teach your child something other than Jesus wept. Okay, this child 11 years old, and that's the only Bible verse he knows. That's not right. That's all I'm saying.
That's not right.
That's not right.
And learn the Easter speech.
Learn it. Don't be looking around, child, finger up his nose, carrying on, and turning all around. Teach your children at the house. Get them together, please. It's Easter. The Lord would not be pleased. And Jesus, anyway.
They got time to learn the Easter speech.
You started 2 months ago.
And
all
they get up there with paper.
With paper, and then also Jesus wept, and everybody applauded. You know that child. No. I ain't gonna talk. He's supposed to be on special, but the bottom line is your child, 11 years old, and all he can remember is Jesus wept. Your brother ought to know the 23rd Psalm.
Something.
The Proverbs got 31 verses. He can take 31 chapters. But you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Totally.
And when it comes to the singing, can I just say this?
Say it.
I'm on it.
Say it.
Parents, stop. Every child can't sing. So stop telling your children you sound good. Because, see, if I come to your church and your child singing and everybody sitting in there like stretching in their chairs, like, but you were so happy for the child. Every child is for American Idol, The Voice, and X Factor. Truthfully, all your children can't sing. And you need to be honest with your children because they're going to grow up and be adults and try to sing and expect people to be happy, and they're going to run across somebody like me. Go say, man, you are terrible. And it's not going to be pleasant. They're going to come home crying.
Come home crying.
Come home crying, but please do that.
Now, what about a sermon on Sunday morning, Easter Sunday?
Well,
it should be long.
No. Now, let me tell you something. If you're strong, you don't need to be long. This is all the preaching. You don't need to be no 2-3 hours. Because I know if the Lord had got me already, then I'm sure he got some other folk on the pew. And after 15, 20 minutes, we're good to go. So you need to be ready to go too. There's no, just because it's Easter Sunday, when you got a lot more people there than you do most times, preachers tend to talk a little bit longer. But I did that once and the preacher got mad at me.
Really?
I really, I don't want to do that.
For those who don't normally come to church on Sunday, what do you have any tips for them?
Yeah, dress it. Okay. When it says come as you are, that doesn't mean like come as you are is from your heart. People think come as you are as you dress. You can dress from the club to the church. I believe in dressing for the Lord like you dressing for a date. Now that doesn't necessarily mean these throwback jerseys and these tennis shoes and these video dresses and whatever they got. That's not a problem. Well, I'm sort of old. The book was written, when they was wearing. But you understand what I'm saying? You don't wear them get girl dresses and them hooker heels to church.
Oh. Hooker heel.
Well, I don't think it's appropriate dress now. Preachers just say come as you are, and they think it's a dress, but no, I don't think God would be pleased. I just don't. Let me get serious for a minute. I think you need to be respectful of the Lord when you come to church. I understand everybody doesn't have suits and ties, but be clean and be appropriately dressed. That's all I'm saying.
Now, what do you think about the men who dress like their little children? Now, I mean, their sons and stuff, they're so proud of their little, like Corey and Corey Jr. dressed alike.
Dressed alike?
Yeah.
Is your husband here? I don't want to say, that's okay if that's what they want to do. They're twins, but don't do that. That's not good. At a certain age, you need to stop that. At a certain age. But, if that's what you want to do, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. But that's okay. But, I just... That's just personal preference,
Okay, well, we got our Easter tips along the way. We taking care of the ushers, the custodians, and all those other people, and make sure that they do attend church. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, attending church is key. Easter Sunday is a big Sunday. I just don't like to see grown men with white suits. That's something about me with a white suit with a grown man. I mean, older, because they look like pimps.
They do, to you.
To me. But I could be wrong. But that's okay. You wear what you want to wear. As long as they wear that Courier Eco purple. Yeah. But anyway, but it's Easter Sunday. You might as well look like an Easter basket. I guess different color. Looking like the Easter bunch. Walking around with different color eggs. That's okay. You just really like what we used to do. This is not good. I tell you one thing that one of my columns was like, I think it's about don't shake my hand or something like that. Because a lot of people go to the restroom and don't wash their hands. And when I'm in the restroom, if I'm in the stall, I'm watching feet. Because I want to see what color shoes you have on. Because I want to see if you wash your hands when you leave out the bathroom. A lot of people don't wash their hands. And it ain't just us. Some of them don't wash their hands either. And some of them are so nasty. And then you're not washing your hands. And we at the company, they got what you call them things when you bring food, covered dish, when the people just bring in everybody at workplace, bring a covered dish. You ain't washing your hands. I ain't nothing you bringing from your house. Because if you don't wash your hands in the bathroom at work, we know you're not cleaning your hands. And then you're going to bring a green bean casserole expecting me to eat that. That's not never. So I'm telling you. And think about this. Now, you at the game, like the Tuskegee Morehouse, Fort Valley, Albany State game.
Right.
Just think now. Everybody's at these games and they're having a good time, and then you see all these long lines in the bathroom. I'm telling you right now. And then they come out and they ain't seen you in a long time. Hey, bro, I want to show. I'm like, no. No, I ain't shaking your hand. Give me the dab. Give me the yeah, because I'm not shaking your hand with nobody at a basketball, football game. Then you got them outdoor toilets, the porta potty. Them folks ain't washing their hands. I don't shake hands on at those games because I mean, because I've been there with these guys, and they just shaking off and coming on out. It's like, no, dog, put some water in it. And not that little 90 proof stuff that they...
99 proof.
You know what? I put that on one time, then I went home and I washed my hands. There's some more dirt on that thing. That thing don't work.
It don't work.
No, you need some scrubbing bubbles or something on them hands cleaned up. Some Ajax, some Comet. Let's go old school. Yeah, that's what needs to occur.
Speaking of old school,
yes.
Let's talk about some things that are going on, because you do the paper.
Yes.
You do the news. What do you think about gun control? What is your take on it?
You know, I understand people wanting the need to protect themselves. But the Uzis and the automatic weapons, you know, I have a problem with people who don't even want, who want the rules relaxed on even checking, you know, background checks on it. But I don't see a need for certain types of guns. So I do believe. So you know.
So you think there should be some?
There's got to be some rules. I understand people wanting to, but see you know, people just you going hunting with an automatic rifle. I mean, what you trying to? It just doesn't, you know.
They said they need it for protection.
For what? An automatic weapon? For protection? No, I don't see that.
From people who may, you know, come in on them.
See, that's crazy. Now you're talking about, like, I know a lot of the schools now. Some of the schools, I can't remember where, were saying they won't allow students to have weapons. You know, that's sort of like if it was me with a weapon. Now, I'm a scary guy, so you know, you might walk up on me, just want to talk or try to joke and scare. You're about to be shot. So some people don't need a gun. I don't need a gun. I might shoot my wife, have a gun in the house, and you know, I'm a scary guy. You scare me, I'm like, ow. And then all of a sudden, I'm in a joint. You know, but you know, you don't want to. Some people don't need guns, and I don't think people need automatic weapons.
But what do you think about them taking a step further with the teachers who should have guns in the classroom, or the principal?
Okay, let me go here.
Okay.
You in the inner city school, and you are a Caucasian teacher, female, and say you're in elementary school. Now, some of our black students are big. At 11 years old, they look like they're 21 or you.
Correct.
So you're a teacher, little frail little teacher. Doesn't necessarily have to be a white teacher, could be a black teacher, but you're scared anyway because you see all these kids and you're not used to being in the community. So when the kids challenge you and you got a gun, you're going to shoot him, and you're going to, well, it opens the door for too much speculation and too many problems that we really don't need. You know, so everybody's not going to use the gun the right way. It's sort of like how they teach karate. You know, that's for defense. You're not so just because you're learning, you're not supposed to yell karate in everybody. You know.
They're
chopping people. Every time you turn around, you punching somebody in the throat. That's not how it's supposed to be used. It's supposed to be defensive. You're supposed to calm you down. But you got a gun in your hand, you get sort of bold. Well, you know, you might be the meekest guy, but you're like the movie with Cedric Entertainment. I wish would. You know, then you got a gun, you're like, okay, you wait for somebody to challenge you so you can use a gun. So all of a sudden, you this little guy and all these bullies been picking on you. Instead of talking, you ready to shoot. That's the problem with everybody being able to have guns. Okay.
And another topic that's been in the news lately, I know you follow, I'm sure, entertainment news.
Some of it, not reality shows.
No, not reality. I love reality shows. I'm all in.
I want to talk about it. Go ahead.
I'm all
into it. Go ahead. Don't let me take it.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm going to talk about scandals.
Oh my gosh.
But go ahead. You ain't going to like what I'm going to talk about. But go ahead.
Okay.
Continue.
The Beyonce song. The new one.
I listened to it today, Bow Down. I don't get it. You know, people are mad because they think they're speaking to them. You know, if it was me and the song was out about Bow Down, I'd be like, they ain't talking about me, so you can sing what you want. But she didn't call any names, right?
She didn't, but one of the lyrics was, I know when you were a little girl, you dreamt of being in my world. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Respect that. Bow down, be.
You know, it's a song. She crazy. I mean, she got I don't know. It's sort of like Justin Bieber going off. Now he wants to be Mr. Tough Guy. She been Miss Cool. I guess she's trying to, I don't know. But I really, I don't know.
So you don't have a problem with
I don't have a problem with it because I don't necessarily listen to it.
Okay, it's not pertaining to.
No, I don't really get into, I don't really like rap. To be honest, I like Love on Top. That's my song, man.
Oh, okay.
Love on Top, but about that, I'm sorry.
Okay. But let's get back to Scandal.
Yeah.
You got a problem with Scandal?
I do.
Scandal is one of the top rated shows right now, created by Shonda Rhimes.
I know she's a black woman. I understand.
Okay,
let me share this.
Saying.
Let me share this with your viewers.
Okay.
Hate me if you want to. But let me bring it down to black women. Black women want a good man. They would not tolerate being second to want to be the other woman. Most black women don't, right? But they celebrate and they have these scandal parties. It appears to me, and I could be wrong. And people say this, well, it's just entertainment. But look here. Here you have a black woman who's the mistress to the president, a white president of the United States. And she knows he's not going to leave his wife. She just had the baby, so obviously I watch it. I don't mean to be hypocritical.
You're having your own scandal party.
Yeah. But the bottom line is, I got a problem with this beautiful black woman being the mistress to a white president of the United States. And as smart as she is, she's just willing to take the leftovers from his wife. That's how I'm
Does it seem like she's the leftover? Because it looks like the wife is probably getting the leftover.
I don't know about all that. But it doesn't make any difference. She's still the other woman because he's married to her.
That's right.
And black women are celebrating that. They just all online and Facebook. Ooh, scandal. Who is so-and-so? But I would bet half the women out there, 90% of half the women wish they were in her shoes. Honey, he the president, and I get it too. Y'all are wrong for that.
But they're celebrating it.
Yeah, it's like they having little scandal parties, and maybe they're missing the point. Maybe I had a black woman tell me the other day, well, it's just entertainment, Wayne. I watch it for the excitement and all this. No, you watch it because she's a star, so you looking at everything she does, and you just at night dreaming that you were her with him. No, I just have an issue with it. I watched the show. So
you get pretty deep with it that she's really outside of all the stuff that she does in the show.
She just
it's her issue. Your issue is with her
with the president. Hoeing with the president. And she just this is online.
I know.
I'm sorry. I ain't a preacher. I'm like Steve. He ain't through with me yet. Okay. But the bottom line is, that's the way I see it. Now, do I watch the show? Yeah, but I do watch it because I like the crazy guy Huck in Columbus Short, the black guy, and all the other part of it. But it just irks me.
With her relationship.
Yeah,
and
and that's what irks me in real life. Anyway, black woman with a white guy.
Really? In this day and age?
I know it shouldn't be.
Wayne, really?
I know. Yeah.
It is?
It irks me. It bothers me. Because I think slavery, and I just think it's trying to get back. And that's what I think when I see her with him. But I need to be prayed for. So.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. So let's talk about the paper. Again, where can we get the paper, Wayne?
You can get the paper all over Columbus. I haven't got it down here. You can get it online. You can get it online for free at www.Courier Eco Latino Newspaper.com, and you click on view the paper here for free, and you can read everything that's going on in Columbus, Georgia.
Everything that's going on in Columbus, Georgia. Any more plans coming up with you?
I do have another paper I'm getting ready to start. And that should be out just before the summer. Okay. I don't want to say what it is right now, but it's going to be.
It's going to be hot.
It's something the Lord put on me. It's good.
We already know whatever's coming out your way, it's going to be hot.
Well, it ain't me. It's God, so it's good.
It's God, so it's good.
It's God, so it's good.
You guys check out Wane Hailes. Facebook him. He is amazing. He got a lot of tips for you. For those of you who are trying to start a business or trying to get yourself out there, I'm telling you, this man he got a testimony to tell. Okay. Listen to him. He got a lot of great ideas. Wayne, I do appreciate you coming up and doing the show.
Thank you. I'm glad. I mean, I knew this was you anyway. You're perfect. You got the perfect name, April Ross Show. You a dark-skinned woman, nothing like chocolate. It's beautiful. I'm tired of these light-skinned women with all these shows. It's beautiful. Black is beautiful. And that's all I'm going to say.